All right. This is the video for the second assignment this week, AA2, which is solving a system of equations by graphing. Right? So let's see. It says solve the system of equations by graphing. First, graph the equations, then type in the solution. It actually tells you the steps you need to do for this. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's graph our first equation here. So hopefully by now you've practiced graphing equations, where if we have the equation y equals 1/3 x plus 2, then just reviewing the y-intercept is your positive 2, and then your slope is 1/3. Okay, so let's graph that here. So y-intercept is positive 2, and your slope is 1/3. You go up 1, across 3. All right. That's going to be our first line. Let's go put our points down there. There we go. And now our second line, let's do this here. Your y-intercept equals a -3, because we see that negative sign in front of it. And now your slope for this line is 7, 6. All right, so let's go down to -3. -3 here. Oops. But what did I do? Oh, let's make sure I didn't miss it. Oh, cool. All right, so that means for this assignment, I forgot, we got to choose the second line. So I'm going to do the second line there. And now your y-intercept was a -3, so we're going to go, now let's mark it down. Now let's choose the same color, -3 here. And then slope is 7, 6, count up 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, across 6. Yep, because there's 6 right there. And there's your 2 points. So y-intercept -3, across 6. And so the solution, oh, I can't, I was trying to look to see if I can circle it. So there's the solution. The solution will be that point, okay? So this point is at, remember points are x, y. So let's see, go across 6, and it goes up 4. So there's your solution. Your solution is at 6, 4. Let's go ahead and see if we can type that down. Your solution is at 6 and 4. There we go. Better be right. Yes. Woo! First one I had to do this year. A lot of stress on the first problem there. But yeah, now I think I know how to do it. Let's see what colors we're using. We're using purple and green. Okay, so let's do the first line, right? Yeah, the first line, let's make that in purple. Let's see, y-intercept. And I know when you're doing this assignment, you're probably not writing down all these notes, and you might be doing it like just starting to graph. You might be able to graph it just by looking at the equation. But since this is a video where other students may need to have this information, then I'm doing everything there. So y-intercept is a positive 1. And the slope is a positive 4/5. Okay. Our second line, I'm going to do y-intercept equals -4. And our slope equals a -1/5. Okay, let's go ahead and graph these two lines. I'm actually going to scroll down just a little so I can see the full graph there. Okay, so our first line, y-intercept is positive 1, so let's put a point there. And the slope is 4/5, so go up 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Across 5. 5. I think I counted that right. It goes 5 there. It goes up 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, and that will be our line. Let's go ahead and choose this line. There we go. All right, let's go on to our green line now. Our second line. Y-intercept is -4, so we put a point at -4, and our slope is -1/5. That means go down 1 over 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, here we go. And there is your solution. Your solution is right there. Let's use this little feature. Oops, I did it wrong. Oh, and I sneeze. Can I erase the square? I don't know. Oh no. Oh yes, I can. That was weird. Sorry, they did an update to this little recording thing. And it's got new features that I'm kind of playing with. Okay, very cool. So the solution here is at that point, which would be, let's see, it goes across to -5 because it's between -4 and -6. So it's -5. It goes down to -3. So that would be our solution there. Okay. -5, -3. And that should be it. Excellent. I'm going to go ahead and, so all the steps for all of these problems are going to be exactly the same. Graph the two lines and then find where they intersect. Go ahead and jump to the next level. Let's see if it can get any harder. Of course it will. So here it's going to review what you need to do when you have an equation that's not in slope-intercept form. So on the side, I noticed this first equation is not in slope-intercept form. Right? Because slope-intercept form is y equals slope x plus the y-intercept. So that's different. So what we're going to do with that first equation is change it. And this was assignment we did right before spring break. So we can subtract x to move it to the other side. So we have 4y equals -x plus 8. Divide both sides by 4. So, oops, I gotta scroll down just a little. Give myself a little bit more space there. So the 4's cancel out, and then y equals negative, and there's a 1 in front of the x. -1/4 x plus 8 over 4 is the same as 2. Okay, so there's our first equation. Y equals -1/4 x plus 2. So let's go ahead and let's see what colors are we using for these lines. Green and purple. Okay, so the first line is green. I'm going to choose green here. And now y-intercept now. Oh, I should just get used to just writing, instead of writing y-intercept, I should get used to just writing b. So b equals +2, m equals -1/4. Cool. Second line, b equals +5, and then m equals -1, because it's a negative x. All right, let's go ahead and graph those two lines. So green line, b is 2. All right, let's choose b is 2. So let's go, intercept is 2. M is -1/4, down 1, and then across 4. Cool. Those are the two lines, or the 2 points to make our line. Okay, now our second line is b is 5. Let's go up to 5, and slope is -1. So down 1 over 1. Okay, cool. Easy enough. Let's choose the second line here, and 5. Oh, and they intersect right there, which is, that will be, it goes across 4 and then up 1. So the solution for these two lines is 4, 1. And this problem is really cool because one of these lines was not in slope-intercept form, so we had to convert that. All right, very good example there. Go ahead, and I'm going to submit that. Hopefully that's correct. There we go. It works out. All right, please, this is not an easy concept to do. You do get to see different examples in class. Please show up to class. Outside of class, please rewatch this video, focusing on one example at a time. All right. If you get some weird stuff, like I'm not going to do this example here, but if you see a weird thing here, like the first line to me looks different than what we normally see. So just pretend there's a 0 there. Y equals x is the same as y equals x plus 0. So if I erase that, then b equals 0, because there is no y-intercept there. And then m, oops, I almost wrote x. M equals slope is 1. So you got b is 0 and slope is 1 for the first line. All right. You might see some weird things, but none of the weird things changes any of the rules of what you're supposed to be doing, okay? If you do see something that does confuse you, please send me a screenshot. I'll be happy to help you that way, okay? Good luck. See you in class.